I needed a new apron for my sewing and my crafting projects, so I thought I would show you guys how to do it. This apron is super beginner friendly and does not require a pattern at all. Stay tuned if you guys want to learn how to make it. The type of fabric that I'm using is a cotton canvas. I've already cut my pieces down to size, so I've listed the dimensions that you guys will need on the screen. The first thing you want to do is take your 28 by 36 inch piece and you're going to fold it in half hot dog style. Next, we want to start building that apron shape. So we're going to take a ruler and we're going to measure 5 inches from the fold line and you're going to make a mark. Next, we're going to move over to the unfolded edge and we're going to measure down 12 inches and make a mark there. After we made our marks, we're going to take a ruler and connect those two dots. I'm going to draw a line from one end to the other. Once that line is drawn, we're going to take our fabric scissors and we're going to cut through both of those layers. After we're done cutting, we're going to move that to the side and work on our pockets. We're going to take that 9 by 15 inch piece and we're going to fold that in half as well. Next, we're going to mark 4 inches away from that unfolded line and then we're going to mark 4 inches down from that unfolded line as well. We're going to take a ruler, connect those dots, and we're going to trim that as well. Now that our pocket is cut to size, we're going to take those raw edges and we're going to fold them over 2 times. I like to take it over to my ironing board and iron them flat. You want to do this all the way around this pocket. Next, we're going to take it to our sewing machine and top stitch just the 2 side pieces. This is going to act as your pocket opening. It's similar to a hoodie pocket. Next, we're going to work on our top pocket. Our top pocket is going to remain a rectangle. We're just going to double fold those edges and we're going to sew just the very top of it. Next, we're going to attach our pocket pieces onto our apron. I folded everything in half and I ironed it so you can locate the center really easily. And then I placed that smaller pocket near the top of the apron. Next, I did the same thing with that larger pocket. I folded it in half and ironed it. And then I placed it towards the lower bottom of the apron. Next, you want to take it over to your sewing machine and you want to sew the top, sides, and bottom of that larger pocket, and then you want to sew just the sides and the bottom of that top pocket. This part is optional, but I wanted to add small sections to my top pocket. I knew I wanted a pocket for my pen, so I took an ink pen and then I measured around it just so I can sew that still. I measured another one to fit another pen, and then I just made 2 more little sections. Next, I took it over to my sewing machine and I sewed down those lines that I drew. This is going to keep those sections separate. After our pockets, we're going to work on our straps. So you're going to take all 4 of your strap pieces and you're going to fold them in half hot dog style. Take them over to your iron and iron them flat. This is going to help you so much when you're sewing. Next, we're going to take it to our sewing machine and we're going to sew it with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. As you can see here, since I ironed those straps flat, it's a lot easier for me to keep control of my fabric as I'm sewing. After you've sewn all 4 straps, we're going to go ahead and turn them right side out. I'm going to show you 2 different methods to do this. So the first method is by using this loop turner. It's my favorite method. You can get this on Amazon for just a couple of bucks. You want to take one of your strap pieces and you want to slide it on top of your loop turner. Next, you're going to take the little hook at the top and you're going to hook it just to one side of that strap and you're going to just slowly pull your strap out. Once your strap is right side out, you want to take it over to your iron and you want to iron it flat. The second method is using a safety pin. So you want to take your safety pin and you want to stick it through one side of your strap. You want to make sure to leave that hole open. Next, you're going to close your safety pin and then you want to push it through the length of your strap. This takes a little bit of elbow grease because this fabric is stiffer, but this works if you don't have a loop turner. Once your strap's completely turned right side out, you want to take it over to your iron and iron it flat. Next, we're going to hem the ends of our straps. So you want to take one side and you want to fold it over about a 1/2 inch, and then you want to fold it over another 1/2 inch. Take it over to your sewing machine and you want to sew that down. We're almost done with the apron. We just have to hem our edges and add our straps. To hem your apron, you're going to do a double fold along all of the edges of the apron. You want to go all the way around it. Once you folded them, you want to go ahead and iron it flat. Like I said before, it's going to make it a lot easier when you're sewing. After you're done folding your edges, we're going to place our straps. This is what the finished edge of your strap should look like. We're going to take that unfinished edge and we're going to place it underneath that double fold. You want to make sure to hold that in place. Then we're going to take our strap and we're going to fold it over the edge. Next, you're going to pin that in place and then you're going to place your other upper strap as well. The shorter straps are the straps for the top and the longer straps are going to be the straps for your waist. You want to place your waist straps right underneath that arm opening. We're going to do the same thing we did with the top strap. You're going to slide it underneath that hem and then you're going to fold it over. After you've done that, your final step is to do a top stitch around the entire perimeter of this apron. You also want to reinforce your stitches at your straps. As you're sewing your top stitch, you want to make sure you go over your straps a couple times. I like to back stitch here just to make sure they're nice and secure. When you're turning around those corners, you want to make sure your needle is down. You're going to lift your presser foot and then just turn your fabric around. Once you've completed that top stitch, this is what your finished apron should look like. These aprons are good for yourself, but they also make great gifts. Leave a comment and let me know what you guys want to learn how to make next, and also don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!